Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Mace, coming to you from British Columbia. 10 Brits who tricked America with their fake accents. This seems to be, I've always thought this, that for some reason, British actors and just actors around the world are much better at doing like American accents, North American accents, Canadian accents, whatever you want to call it, than their counterparts are. Like the Americans trying to do British accents or trying to do Australian accents. They just, a lot of the times they utterly fail and do horribly. It's just interesting. Yeah, the Brits, you got it down, the American accents. Let's go. Let's check this out.
Watch Mojo UK, and today we're examining our picks for the most famous
Millie Bobby Brown is British?
times British actors left
Rick
Americans
Grimes?
confused about their nationality after imitating their accents.
Okay, Henry
on
Cavill, I
screen.
know.
We'll see which projects the actors bamboozled
Andrew Garfield, I
the
know,
scenes
because I've
with,
seen him in
and
interviews.
reaction from the audience.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about.
Within the confines of the hobby, we call it our grey pile of shame.
After popping up in the Tudors, Cavill became a
So Henry Cavill, yeah, I've known that.
national treasure in the UK. He quickly climbed the Hollywood ranks, finding himself cast as the all-American superhero Superman in 2013's Man of Steel.
Look, I'm here to help, but it has to be on my own terms.
The accent Cavill developed for Clark
He does
Kent
really
was
good.
included in a study by the language app Babbel, which ranked it highly. His work also caused some to believe he was a US national. The Jersey-born actor then met with Guy Ritchie to star in 2015's The Man from U.N.C.L.E. The director praised Cavill's Man of Steel voice, but initiated strict training to nail a new American accent for the film. And it paid off.
I'm okay, I think.
However, Cavill has spoken about struggling to switch back to his original accent. Andrew Lincoln.
Truth is that when I read the script, I just went, oh, I didn't know that it was based on the comic book. You know?
Oh my god, that looks weird. That sounds weird.
The Southern American accent is notoriously tricky for a Brit performer to pull
Carl?
off. Often, they can come across as sounding like Cletus from The Simpsons, but beyond a couple of shaky moments, on the whole, Lincoln pulled it out of the
He
bag.
does amazing.
Rhymes in The Walking Dead. Best known in the UK for Love Actually and Teachers, he worked his socks off to portray the Georgia accent on The Zombie Show.
Last thing she said this morning. Sometimes I wonder if you even care about us at all.
Seemed like maybe a little rough on the care, but overall, he does amazing with that accent.
Sometimes I wonder if you even care about us at all. She said that in front of our kid.
With the help of dialect
Great.
coach Jessica Drake, Lincoln first read the lines phonetically, but after a while, he seemingly settled into the role. Even castmates were surprised by the London-born actor speaking in his English accent off-camera, believing him to be American the whole time.
These are serious rounds. Might be serious guns here, too.
Andrew Garfield.
Make your point quickly.
Okay, fine. There may not be a dinosaur running around Manhattan, but there is something more dangerous, and I know who it is.
Many of Garfield's most famous roles
I think like when I originally watched this Spider-Man, I didn't know that he was British, so he's doing an amazing job.
have the actor portraying an American accent. Whether it's The Amazing Spider-Man, The Social Network, or Hacksaw Ridge, the actor can fool us all by thinking he's from the States.
Hacksaw Ridge, great movie.
But he's not, at least not completely. Born in Los Angeles, California, to American and English parents, Garfield was raised in Surrey. When he communicates in his English voice, not only are fans surprised,
communicates.
but colleagues Emma Stone and Zendaya have also spoken about their shock in realizing he's English.
No one come in because this is me naked in here, vocally. Not literally, I wasn't singing naked. But it may, this could have been.
Another actor who wore the mantle of the web slinger and bamboozled the US is Tom Holland.
Yeah.
The Surrey-born
We know Tom.
actor has spoken about his struggles with acting in an English accent after years of imitating.
You know what he's really good in? What's that movie called? I think it's called The Impossible, maybe. It's about the tsunami in Thailand. Ewan McGregor is also in it. Great film.
A US one.
I can't act with an English accent anymore.
Yeah.
I did a commercial the other day as Tom Holland, and I was like, "Hey guys, how you doing?" And they're like, You're from Kingston.
Idris Elba.
You're going out on point, picking up business in the pit.
What?
You're the man in the lowriders.
After he appeared in the critically acclaimed US show
Idris is great. Love Idris. Fantastic actor.
The Wire, many people, including Brits, believed Elba to be American. The accent, which he spent 3 years working on in New York, was impressive and seemed natural. Following that with another American dialect in The Office, this seemingly sealed him as a US national in people's heads. As demonstrated in Luther and as Heimdall
He was in The Office?
in the MCU, Elba is very much English.
I had auditioned for this for so long, and they told me, you know, don't come in with your English accent. It doesn't sound very gangster.
auditioned?
Yeah, 4 times.
Get out of here!
Come on, Chris.
Born and raised in London, Elba had
Chris.
to hide his English accent from The Wire producers when he auditioned for the role. But before The Wire, his US voice wasn't good. In fact, it had to be dubbed by someone else, and he tried it in 1994's Space Precinct.
Someone took out him and his whole gang. Who do you figure it was?
No.
I know nothing about nothing.
Millie Bob
Oh, what is that movie? Space Precinct? What is this? It looks like one of those worst movie ever type of things. Space Precinct. Oh, it's a television series. It's a British television series. Okay. NYPD officer transfers his family to a space station. Okay.
Bobby Brown. If you watched Stranger
I thought she was
Things
American.
without any context of the actors, you'd likely have believed Brown was a US national.
If this all happened, why don't I remember?
Many folks did, both in Blighty and across the pond. Born in Marbella, Spain, to British parents, Brown's family moved to Bournemouth when she was a child. Later, they relocated to Florida. Growing up, Brown watched a lot of Hannah Montana to practice an American dialect, and all that hard work seemingly paid off. However, her natural speaking accent now switches between American and English.
She somehow makes everything about her.
Well, she's just very
so
cute.
selfish.
Brown isn't alone in the Stranger Things cast. Charlie Heaton has startled viewers with his natural Yorkshire accent. London-born Joseph Quinn, another Stranger Things alumnus, has also snuck his
Not as familiar with these actors, so it's not as surprising for me. I can definitely do the British accent. No problem. I can do it.
real voice past the audience.
And I was asked to wait there for about 20 minutes, and then I was summoned to this desk.
Cary Grant. It's not just modern British actors who've duped the audience.
Wait, Cary Grant? I thought he was an American for sure.
Into thinking they say soccer.
Like they misspelled his name on the YouTube
instead
thing
of
on the bottom.
football. Grant was born and raised in Bristol as Archibald Leach.
Really? Interesting.
He moved to the US after performing with the Pender troupe over there. Reinventing himself as Grant, he went on to develop a mid-Atlantic accent and starred in acclaimed films North by Northwest and None But the Lonely Heart.
He became one of the most famous actors in the world at that point, right?
Due to being private and rarely doing interviews, the actor hid his Bristolian heritage for years.
Just why did you come to the Riviera anyway?
To meet someone as charming as you.
Kate Winslet.
Don't presume to tell me what I will and will not do. You don't know me.
Well, you would have done it already.
For younger viewers who hadn't seen her not well-received US accent in Titanic, but watched her in 2021's Mayor of Easttown with a Delco voice, they may think the Berkshire-born Winslet
That was a great series, by the way.
is from the States. Even critics in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania have praised her voice work on the limited series.
Yeah, I just need something simple, really. It's a baby turtle.
As Winslet's career progressed, the Oscar-winning actor has only gotten better with her American voice. Her remarkable work in 2004's Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is a testament to this. Further American characters
I absolutely agree. It's phenomenal.
in Steve Jobs and Revolutionary Road have solidified the misconception she's from across the pond.
People come up to me in the street more about The Holiday and the episode of Extras that I did.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Let's give it a try.
The best actor of all time.
Appreciate your help with this.
He is so good, though. In There Will Be
The
Blood.
legendary method actor has made a name for himself in the States.
Wild
Most
Bill.
of his top credited work involved their various accents, from Gangs of New York as Bill the Butcher to There Will Be Blood as Daniel Plainview. Each time, he's knocked it out of the park with his vast dedication. So much so that Day-Lewis was even cast as the iconic US president in 2012's Lincoln, earning him his third Oscar.
It'll point you true north from where you're standing, but it's got no advice about the swamps, and deserts, and chasms that you'll encounter along the way.
Born in London to English and Irish parents, the narrator...
Why did he stop? So good.
Retired actor would stay in character off camera during production, including doing the American accent.
Right, he's the
which
method.
helped him nail the performances.
I tend really to only work on things that I have a kind of compulsion to do.
Christian Bale.
Let's see Paul Allen's card.
If you
see Paul Allen's card,
were reading an actor's credits and saw they played
iconic
Batman and Dick Cheney and starred in a film called American Psycho, you'd expect the performer to be
he's a Welsh actor, right?
Full-blooded American, but nope. Bale is British through and through.
No.
Born in Pembrokeshire, Wales, to English parents, the family later settled in England, where Bale began turning himself into a constant in the American film industry. Whenever he's interviewed, even in the UK, the audience is startled to hear the Cockney twang in his voice.
You know, the characters were fascinating, the life, the lifestyle, the towns,
He's great in Ford v Ferrari as well. He's great in everything, man. Such a pro.
This even happened after he won.
Also, that tape of him raging at the lighting guy from Terminator Genesis is quite funny as well.
A Golden Globe in 2019. His acceptance speech baffled viewers with his standard accent, and Bale loves it. He worked hard on his US accent for roles, showing him that the work paid off.
I didn't come here to thank you. I came here to show you that not everyone in Gotham's afraid of you.
Hugh Laurie.
I know. Court records are sealed.
Never watched House, but always liked Hugh Laurie.
It was a stupid mistake. But your old gym teacher has a big mouth.
When Bryan Singer was casting the title role for House, he adamantly wanted an American actor for the American character. So you can imagine how happy he was to see a grizzled Laurie auditioning with a US accent, securing him the iconic role that bagged him so many awards. However, as we know from his years of working in the UK, the actor is very much English.
It's also a bit of an escape route, because if you mess something up and it doesn't sound right, you've always got the excuse of saying, well, I'm not really, that's the whole point. I'm not really an American. That was a deliberate mistake.
Born in Oxfordshire and educated in England's illustrious private schools and universities.
Born in Oxfordshire?
He became a comedic actor, famously with Blackadder, even appearing with a British accent in American productions like Friends and Flight of the Phoenix. Still didn't clue the States in that Laurie wasn't a Yank before House. Laurie's work was that good.
I feel like Americans sometimes struggle because there's so many different dialects and regional accents within the UK, and they just kind of revert to like a posh British accent when you have like
Fine.
a lot of different ones, you know.
Specialist.
Which British actor who nailed US
Listen here,
accents
bruv.
did we miss?
I'm not going to tell you.
Ejiofor, Benedict Cumberbatch, Will Poulter, Rosamund Pike, or someone else? Let us know below.
Did you ever get that thing where you're sure you forgot something, but you can't figure out what?
Might need to watch House. I know it's very popular. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said at the beginning of the video, like it seems to me that the Brits just nail. They just nail those American accents. Whatever accents they need to do, they just seem much more. It just seems much easier for them. And then the same thing goes for the States, though. Like you have so many different accents within the States. But what was his name? The guy playing Rick Grimes, Andrew Lincoln, like nailing that Georgia, that Southern Georgia accent. Like that's not super easy to do. Definitely not super easy to do. Daniel Day-Lewis, I mean, come on. That guy's just masterful. There Will Be Blood. I never actually saw Lincoln, but I might need to try and give it a watch eventually. Yeah. All right.